Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Well, now for the rest of the story. It was the late 1940s, and in the kitchens of America, housewives waged a daily war against soggy leftovers, stale bread, and the heartbreak of spoiled milk. Glass jars leaked, wax paper failed, ice boxes were temperamental. But one quiet Yankee tinkerer thought he had the answer: a lightweight plastic bowl that was airtight and actually burped when you sealed it. His name, Earl Silas Tupper. Earl had grown up poor in New Hampshire, the son of a farmer who loved to invent. He tried tree surgery, failed at it, and then he turned to plastics during the Great Depression, working with DuPont's new polyethylene, the strange new slag byproduct from oil refining. The experiment he conducted in his own kitchen, melting pellets on the stove until he perfected a flexible, durable material. He called his creation Tupperware. The seal, inspired by a paint can lid. The famous burp, proof that air was locked out and freshness was locked in. But here's where the story takes its twist. Earl put those wonderful bowls into department stores and hardware shops, and nobody cared. America didn't trust plastic. Sales were dismal. Tupperware sat on shelves gathering dust, a brilliant invention going nowhere fast. Enter a divorced single mother from Detroit named Brownie Wise. She had been selling brushes and mops for Stanley Home Products using something called the party plan, gathering women in living rooms for demonstrations and a little fun. One day she discovered Tupperware. She saw its potential immediately. She and her mother began throwing patio parties, tossing the bowls across the room to prove they wouldn't break or leak, showing off that satisfying burp seal, and turning food storage into a social event, complete with prizes, games, and sisterhood. Word spread like wildfire. Brownie was outselling the stores in her own city. Earl Tupper took notice. In 1951, he did something radical. He pulled Tupperware out of the retail stores entirely and bet everything on Brownie's home party system. She became vice president, one of the few women executives of her era, and built an empire. Tupperware parties became a cultural phenomenon. Millions of American women earned money, gained confidence, and found community, all while filling their pantries with colorful, bright, airtight containers. By 1952, sales topped $2 million. Brownie Wise even graced the cover of Business Week. For a time, it was a perfect partnership, the inventor and the sales genius. But success has a way of straining things. In 1958, after a falling out, Earl fired Brownie. Soon after, he sold the company for $16 million, bought an island in Central America, renounced his U.S. citizenship, and faded from public view. Brownie Wise, the woman who had made Tupperware a household name, was largely written out of the official story for years. Yet her party plan model inspired generations of direct sales, from Avon, Mary Kay, and many others beyond. So the next time you seal up last night's leftovers with that familiar burp, remember, it wasn't just a plastic bowl that changed American kitchens. It was a dreamer who refused to quit, and a remarkable woman who knew the best way to sell something revolutionary was to bring families together, have a little fun, and let the product speak for itself in the warmth of someone's living room. And now you know the rest of the story. Good day.